Welcome to the official relationship education station, Reunite with Passion. This is YouTube's RealLoveAndMarriage.com. All right. Now, there's a lot of questions about what is this law of attraction. A lot of you who are watching this video found me through Facebook probably and seeing my post about my upcoming workshop, how to attract your ideal mate. So I know that love is a big thing to a lot of people. We love love. We love to feel good, right? We love connection. We love passion. We love unity, romance, for most of us. And I designed this program, How to Attract Your Ideal Mate. So it's in regard to the law of attraction. So what is the law of attraction? Well, it's a concept that's been around since probably the beginning of time. Even the last 100 years, people have been using this law of attraction. It just has not been called the law of attraction until recently. And then Jerry and Esther Hicks really branded law of attraction with Rhonda Byrne. Well, what it is it's the idea that like attracts like. Okay? You might notice some people who you feel more pleasurable being around, feel more excited when you think about hanging out with them, right? And then there's other people who you seem to repel from, some environments or situations that you just seem to withdraw from even when you're in there. And that's because your level of vibration, where you are at energetically, is not matching up with this particular environment. Or even with conversations that we have, maybe with your spouse, where you seem to disagree. And it turns more into a heated argument. Have you ever experienced that? Probably likely somewhere along the lines, because each of you are vibrating differently. Your level of consciousness is not at the same level. You're not matching up. Does that make sense? And that's why there's a disagreement. It's why you're not seeing eye to eye, so to speak. So what precedes the law of attraction is this law of vibration that is not too familiar, but in essence it precedes the law of attraction within itself. And that's because energetically, these are the things that attract each other. Look at oil and water, right? You can tell there's different levels of vibration going on with those two entities versus water and wine, right? Might blend together a little bit better. So the same thing works in our relationships. You know, what is it that you're attracting into your life? Now, I encourage you just for a moment, I want you to take a look around. Maybe not, well, you can take a look around your environment. But I want you to take into consideration your life as you know it today. Life as you more experience it today. And what if you would accept responsibility for everything that's shown up for you in your life? I know a lot of times we like to blame external circumstances, some things that are outside of our control, right? And the economy shifts. We can't control the weather. But we also will blame, it's my parents' fault for certain things happening, or I was conditioned this way, I was raised in this community, and these were my beliefs growing up. And true, there is some substance to that, right? But energetically, we're attracting everything into our life. Now, I want you to take a look around here. I don't know if you can see the backyard very well, but I moved into this beautiful home in Valencia, California, where just a couple months ago I was living in Saugus. And I knew that we were going to have to be moving out soon. And I just had this belief that we're not short on places to live. There's always people renting rooms. Well, I took my time in finding a place. And then one day, something came up, life happened, right? The curveball was thrown. And I was in a situation where I had to make an immediate decision. I had to find a place to live. And fortunately, there was this meditation group that I had been going to, and I met this woman, Margie. She was looking for roommates herself. So I called her up and I said, Margie, I asked her, the situation came up. I know you're having some trouble with roommates. Do you think I can rent this room from you? And she said, absolutely. When do you want to move in? Today. She said, great, move in. Now, I take responsibility for that. I like to think, and why wouldn't I want to think that I was in control of that happening? Now, there's certain things that we don't have control, right? I mean, you can go bowling, for example, and you line up the bowling ball in your body with the lane and the pins, and as soon as you release the ball, you have no control over where that ball is going to end up. And the same thing with our thoughts. We have certain thoughts that we think. Now, we can't control the result of the thing itself. But we can control is the thought itself and how we feel about that, and then we can take a look at the results that we get and say, okay, well, that's what I was attracting. Have you ever wondered why maybe you're in a situation and you were asking for more money? Maybe even subconsciously you were just thinking, oh, I would like more money to go on this vacation, or I would love more money so I can spend more time with these people. And then all of a sudden maybe a check came in from somewhere, or you got a raise. Somehow the money came in for you to do the thing that you wanted to do, right? Now imagine if you got more specific with the things that you wanted. Have you ever tried that before? Maybe there was an ideal client that you were looking for. Did you ever attract an ideal client into your life? If you have, it's probably because you were prospecting for an ideal quality or ideal qualities within somebody, and they came in. Well, we can do this in our relationships with our romantic partners as well. Maybe you're already in a relationship and you think, well, I already have my ideal mate, and our relationship's at a level 7. It's not necessary to level 10, but why would I need to show up to a workshop like that if everything's already going well? And that's because we have a need for growth. Why not get your relationship at a level 10? And if your relationship is at a level 10 already, why wouldn't you want to make it to a 20? If it's at a level 10, you probably don't need to show up because you already know the tools to make a quality relationship, or create a quality relationship, or maintain it, right? If it's at a level 7 and you can't seem to quite get to that 10, maybe this is the opportunity for you to come and learn those tools to get you to a level 10. But for most other people, I'm assuming they're either single and they're looking for the ideal person, or they're in a relationship and the passion has died and they were just hoping that their partner would change. Well, there's 3 distinct keys, the 3 most overlooked directives in attracting these ideal qualities within people. And even if you're in a relationship, you can still get those things you want. And you might end up finding too, a lot of times, this is what has happened in the past, is you find that, this just is not the relationship for me. So, Reunite with Passion is my relationship education and divorce prevention program, but I don't fully believe that every marriage needs to, people need to stay married within their relationship. If that was the case, I wouldn't have worked with some of the couples that I have worked with in the past who have been divorced previously and then met their new partners wanting to grow and expand that love and maintain that connection. Does that make sense? So go to realloveandmarriage.com. You can probably find the link below, and on the events tab, I think there's the events calendar tab. Once you hover your mouse over it, it'll be a drop-down menu, and you can go under there and look at more information about what this workshop particularly consists of. I have 3 questions there for you. This is going to be this Thursday, May 2nd, from 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time to 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. It's only $20. It's an hour and a half. I'll be live with you. So I want you to either post your questions below or send me an email at howard@realloveandmarriage.com with some questions that you want me to ask live on the webcast. Again, this is going to be this Thursday, May 2nd, from 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. You have an hour and a half. I'm going to take you through these 3 distinct keys to help you attract your ideal mate. Plus, I'm throwing in a bonus that I haven't yet mentioned, and you won't hear about it until you get on the call. And this really seals those 3 keys together to help move that energy forward and broadcast out the ideal mate that you want to channel back into you. Alright, so again, go to realloveandmarriage.com, hover over the events calendar tab, click on the How to Attract Your Ideal Mate workshop, and sign up, register today. The first 6 people who register are going to get 6. They're going to get a book from Kim Summers Egglesey of Getting Your Life to a 10 plus. 10 plus, because there's always room for growth. I look forward to seeing you on the website. I look forward to answering any questions you have, and I look forward to working with you on the call and helping you to attract your ideal mate. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for joining the Relationship Education Station. Cheers.